All right, so Mr. Sakella left. So this is honestly the Board of Ed, the superintendent now is Hayden for today. I think it's his first day here. This is like a huge thing for the school. Like this is, they pay for all the awards, or 5 awards, but they said you have to do this one. So this one is always, you know, a tough one to pick out. So it's at a certain date. So with these two, they go back and forth every year. And we have to sit there with the AD, with the principal, and we say it's March 15th. So at March 15th, I think one was 4.3 and one was 4.1. That's their GPAs. This year, the Academic Achievement Award for West Orange Hockey goes to Andrew Raymond. Yeah.
So first, thank you, Coach Eddie, for the award. The only one not hockey related, but I'll take it. I also want to give a big thanks to everyone for tonight. Huge thank to Coach Eddie, Coach Shane, everyone who was here tonight, Damien, my father, Brad, everyone who helped out with this whole season, the whole booster club. Another special big thanks to my parents. None of this would have happened without them. I wouldn't be here without them. Huge thanks to them. And finally, huge thanks to just all the teammates. We did it this year. We accomplished our goal. It was really special. I wouldn't have rather have done it with anyone else, and I'm really happy to be able to say I was a Mountaineer. I'll remember all the great times I had, and I'm really grateful to be able to say that I'm part of the West Orange hockey family.
All right, our next award goes to another one. It's the leadership award that the school looks out for, and there's certain criteria that we have to vote for, and they label it out. So just a short history. Like this kid came in as a freshman, and he always thought there was someone better than him in front of him, which I didn't think. So no. You could ask Mrs. Nativ. I said, there's a difference between one goalie and the other. I'd rather have a better center. I'm telling you right now. So this kid, you could have just folded up. He'd be like, oh, I'm never going to play this. But he always worked hard. He played that year a lot. He kept going. Obviously, he got his 1,000th save. I think you and him ended up having almost the same amount of saves for careers. So they both got over 1,000. I don't know. But off the ice, he took a big step this year. Listen, Mr. Sakella talked about it. The 3 kids always went and talked to him. They always worked with him. And Jackson knew this was his year, and he took full advantage of it. So this year's leadership award, even though I told him they were a goalie. Sorry, Jackson. They saw you playing street hockey. They knew you had the best hands. So this year's leadership award goes to Jackson for starting.
I'd like to switch the awards, me and Andrew. I think I'd rather the GPA one. But yeah, I kind of wrote a little speech here, and it's not very little, it's very long. I'm sorry. Jack's is longer though. Yeah, when I think of West Orange hockey, it's usually not a good thing. I'd be watching my Wolves team play, or most likely I'd be watching the Rangers. And I'm like, oh, there's the West Orange defense right there. We let the other team walk all over us, take 5 shots in a row. The West Orange break out. We keep it trapped in our own zone for 5 minutes straight. I don't think I'm the only one who thinks of West Orange hockey when I see stuff like that. I hope. And it's kind of fair though, because for most of my life we haven't had the greatest team, but that's what makes this year so special. We did what hasn't been done in almost 20 years, which I think is really, really impressive. We managed to put it all together. We looked like an actual varsity hockey team. We had our ups and downs and some really bad games, but the 2 games that mattered most, we put it all together. We looked like a really good hockey team, and we won those games. When other teams would see us on the schedule, they would no longer go, oh, West Orange, that's a free win, let's move on, unless you're rich. I don't think everyone realizes how big a deal this is for the seniors. I mean, I know we had like this whole video and everything, but not everyone understands how bad we were freshman year. Like, the freshmen don't realize, like, they're 1 for 1 now. Like, it's not going to get much easier. Like, number 9 on Scotch Plains, Anthony Titnegro, 3 years in the McMullen division, MVP, probably like all of them. He never won a cup. So, back to our freshman year, we finished 4-16-1, and we've more than tripled that this year. I think some of my favorite moments, or least favorite moments from that team, from that year. So 3 things. I remember we tied Eastside, and this was the Eastside team that was worse than how they are this year. We didn't win our first home game till the last home game. And I forgot who brought it up. They were next to me. They mentioned the Lacey game. For those who don't know, we were up 2-1 going into the 3rd period. And I still don't know why, but Coach Eddie put me in for the 3rd. With 3 minutes left, Jack scores. We go up 3-2. And then in a minute and a half, they score 3 straight. They win the game 5-3. It was like the biggest low of our season. Yeah, Jack was talking about it. There's a video out there that goes around in our group chat a lot. Me, Jack, and Aton are all slamming our sticks in like a 5-second span after that 5th goal. I'm slamming it against the post, Jack along the boards, Aton on the ice. It's so funny. But for our team to go from that to, like, I'm looking around right now. We all have our McMullen Cup hats, our jackets all have the patch on the sleeve. Like, you look at that team freshman year, and there's no way you could possibly imagine what we managed to do, but we did it. Playing high school hockey is unlike any other experience I've had in a hockey team. I mean, when you play club, you play for 2 years and then you move up a level. You go from 14U to 16U to 18U. You play all sorts of levels, B, A, AA, AAA. I'm mostly like the B and A range, but it's fine. But high school's different. So you get 4 years, or for most people, no more, no less. And you have 4 very different locker rooms all 4 years. And I think I can confidently say this locker room was my favorite out of all 4 years. Now don't get me wrong, like, these guys piss me off all the time. Like, 90% of the season, it's a huge headache. Literally, like, after I got my 1,000 saves puck today, Dom is like playing around with it. And he's like flipping it over, playing on the desk. Like, where's Damien? Okay, can you like get this kid tested for ADHD? I'm serious. But I think the shared experience of winning a championship brings the team close together, and I can definitely say there's no team I've been closer to in my life. No matter how many people have come through this program, good or bad, only the people in this room right now can say they were part of the team that won the 2023 McMullen Cup. In the gym, we have the banner with our championships, there's 2004, and there's 2023, and these guys are one of them. It's surreal. Alright, real quick, I'm finally done. To conclude, I'd like to share some wise words from the great Joe Raymond. Let me make sure I can read this right. Woe-town is better than Yo-town.
Maybe Dominic should come up and get your award. Listen, I'm very shocked right now because I think in 4 years I've never heard that kid talk. And it's like, Grandma is gonna keel over right now because she's like, oh my God. And notice I mentioned Grandma and he didn't. It's too late now. The mic is too late. All right. Oh wait. So here we go. All right. So going into the playoff run, our team was pretty balanced. Like for the most part. Like if you look at our stats, everyone's like right there. Then once the playoffs started, this kid won the MVP. All right. No matter what, I always bust him about not backtracking and not skating hard. First Scotch Plains game, I found out he was sick after, but I still got mad at him, but it didn't matter. But listen, when you have 3 playoff games and we score 7 goals and he has 5 goals, 2 assists, right? Listen, I know it's personal, but every personal goal helps the team. He wanted to get 50 points for the season, and he was set on that. It took like a crappy goal against Ridge. Like I don't know how that goalie won states, but this year's MVP is Jack Olson. 4 years, did a great job with us. I think he won last year, so another one back to back. So like when we asked our teammates, when we asked the coaches and the AD, like it was close. It was close to another guy, but the playoffs just totally put him in. You know, the 2 goals against Scotch Plains, 2 goals against Milburn. The Scotch Plains game was sick. Like if you saw the video, he just blew by one guy. It was impressive. And the 4 years here, he did a great job. Obviously scoring. Recording over 100 points is a great high school career, sorry. But, and he set out to get 50 this year. He got 50 points this year, and it was a great job. This year's MVP is Jack Olson.
All right, so it's my turn to talk. So bear with me here. It's gonna be a little long. I'll touch base a little bit on the season and how that championship game went before I get into what I wrote. But I still remember when right before the championship game, or not right before, but we got there. We were the first game of the day. The ice was ready. We weren't getting dressed yet. This was, I think, after warm-ups. I walked out onto into the rink. No one on the ice. No one in the stands. Just completely empty. And I just looked around, and I just thought, like, today's the day we make it happen. Like. Got to put everything together, get it done. And as I'm thinking this to myself, and I'm just looking around, taking it all in, Andrew comes out from the tunnel, and he just comes up next to me and just said, "Are you nervous?" He just asked me, "Are you nervous?" And I'm shaking a little bit. I said, "Yeah, I am a little nervous, actually." He just says, "Good." He said, "That's good. That shows you care." And then I thought of that going into the game, and I just thought, like, wow, like there's really no one that I could really want to just do this for, and it's just such an honor to just help you guys bring this home, and like being here tonight, just it's amazing just winning that conference cup. I mean, no one, like we've said it a million times, no one can take that away from you guys. And now I'll get into what I wrote. I just want to thank some special people here tonight that made this these past years special. I'm gonna start with coaches. Unfortunately, Coach Dad couldn't make it tonight, but Coach Eddie, so these past, I've had you about 8 years, I'd say about, and those 8 years have just been completely unforgettable. You've helped me grow so much as a player, as an athlete, and just like having these trophies, just like to really encapsulate these past years is just means so much to me. I just love putting in hard work. I love just seeing you happy, and all of you guys too. I just love seeing smiles on other people's faces after such a big win. I still can't remember the last time I've had a game where I was able to throw my gloves in the air, run at my goalie, and just be the happiest kid ever. Like it's just amazing. You really, Coach, you really brought out something in me that just made me want it so much more. I mean, I kind of hate to admit it, but it was definitely the night at Warrenco when you benched me and Reed for not skating. And, but just seeing the lengths that the two of you would go for us just really made me it just switched something. And I'm just like, wow, like I needed that. Like then the Lacey game after, I still remember Coach in the middle of my environmental science class, he's like, if you don't skate tonight, you're sitting again. I'm like, all right. We played Lacey, skated a little bit. We unfortunately lost that game. It was a close one. It was a good match, but yeah. All right. Unfortunately, Zakel's not here. I'll skip his thing. He doesn't want to hear it. Whatever. Next, I'll go over to my parents. My mom, my dad over there. I don't know what else to say. I just love the two of you so much. And you two have just always been my biggest supporters for my entire life. I mean, Dad, the text you would send me after every single game this season, I would just take my helmet off, take my gloves, just go right to my phone, see notification from Dad, open it. It could be nice goal or just some encouragement, keep your head up, or just a simple I love you. Just the highlight of every single game, no matter how good or how bad the game was. I just love seeing it. And of course, Mom, you're right there with them, just an amazing supporter. And I'm just so lucky to have the two of you, just to have the guidance in my life, especially since I'm about to go to college. Just no two people I would rather have to guide me through the rest of my life. I just love you two so much. And I wouldn't trade either of you for the world, really. I'm gonna move on to the team. I'm gonna move on to these little weasels over here. I'll start with my two line mates. I'll start with Dominic and Reed. I don't know how I was able to put up with the two of you for 2 years, but you two were just the perfect line mates that I truly think I never deserved. Seeing the two of you, seeing how much you two have just grown since you guys came into the program, since we just started playing together, nothing makes me happier than seeing the two of you grow. Like, Dom, you're playing AAA hockey now. Reed, you're playing 18 AA, going into lacrosse too. I love seeing the two of you grow, and you always have smiles on your faces doing it. And I just love seeing just my two line mates just growing, and just the fact that you guys love the game so much, it just makes me so happy that I can help you guys out and be a resource for you guys to look up to. And I'll segue that into the rest of the team as well. Just every single one of you guys deserves this cup, this night, this everything. And I just love watching you guys grow and thrive. And through the ups and downs, you guys kept smiles on your faces. You kept working hard, and we put it all together. And it was just so amazing. Truthfully, I wish nothing but greatness for you guys in your futures. I know you guys will just have nothing but greatness in your futures. And I truthfully love every single one of you guys. Next, I'll move on to, lastly, I want to thank my two captains, my two fellow captains, Jackson and Andrew. Andrew, you know I've always looked up to you as a brother. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious out of the three of us, you were definitely the most qualified leadership-wise out of the three of us. Jackson's still mad about his award. But you for sure were the best leader out of all of us. Just knowing you would take a bullet for anyone in this room just makes all of us want to work hard for you that much more. And it really, especially the night after we won that cup, it just encapsulated how much you wanted it. You were just the happiest guy I've ever seen that night at your house. It was fun. Great. I'll never forget that night. Andrew, thank you for everything, really. You've helped me grow so much. You've helped me improve as a person, as a captain, as an athlete, along with other people, but you especially, man. just an unbelievable leader. I really don't think we'd be here without you, really. My final thank you, I actually want to call this guy up. Sorry, Jackson, you got to come back up here. I've been playing meaningful hockey with this guy for over 10 years now, and it's really just, I'm really just starting to realize that it's all over. I'm just always so grateful for all the times we had together, from tying Eastside to to winning a cup to getting 10 Golden States. But truthfully, like the times we played against each other, played with each other, I mean, I still remember the night when we all realized it was all over. All 6 seniors were out on the ice against Ridge, and they buried a nice one-timer to make it 11-1 with like 7 minutes left in the third. And especially this, I just see everyone's faces just like turn red. Everyone, it was just such like a solemn moment. Like I saw all of you guys' faces, and I just didn't know how to process that. We were all just like wow, like it's really over. I still remember senior night from freshman year, seeing like Sean, Daniel, all them graduate. Like I was like, wow, this is really far away. And now I'm here saying goodbye to all of you guys. I mean, it's never a goodbye, but I mean, I'll be family forever. But just having sharing that last moment with all 5 of you guys and Coach too, like it's just, I don't know how to put it into words, but I just want to thank all of you for listening tonight, and I'm finally done. So, but thank you guys, really. Superstar app. Thanks, guys.